Hey guys, I'm back. I told you I would pop back on because I'm going to make calzones tonight, and so I thought, well, I'm going to talk again about these half pie pans because I love them and they're on a flash sale just through Tuesday. So you get 2 pans, you get 2 lids, and you get the server. And you know, you can use these to make 2 different kinds of pie, like fruit pie, 2 different kinds of calzones like I'm gonna do. You could do quiche, you could do pot pie. There's just so many options, and then you can, you know, put the lid on and put the leftovers in the fridge if you want. So I'm doing calzones though. I just thought that would be fun and it would be a different change of pace, and I had some pizza dough in the freezer from Trader Joe's. So I just thawed out the dough, and I then am going to stretch it into my calzone pan and just get it started here. Looks like I have plenty of dough. I should have maybe rethought that. Maybe I have more than I need. But I'll just use a knife. I'll just take a sharp knife and cut off this side because I think the rest will stretch up over the top. So the first calzone I'm going to make is what normally I would call a white calzone because I'm going to use some fresh mozzarella. So I'm putting 3 pieces of fresh mozzarella in my spot and a little Parmesan cheese. And then normally I would probably drizzle just a little bit of Alfredo sauce over the top of this, but I haven't made Alfredo sauce. I'm going to do that in my meal plan for this week, like on Tuesday. So I thought, well, I'll just mix this up a little bit. So I am going to use just a little red sauce. So calzones usually don't have much sauce anyway. You serve sauce on the side. So I'm going to use just a little bit of red sauce. And when I do this, I mix Italian seasoning from our spice line, a little bit of Parmesan, and some garlic right in my pizza sauce. So this is like a go-to must-have from the pantry line. So then, here's all the rest of the toppings, or fillings, I guess I should call it, fillings for you to see. So I have spinach, tomatoes, mushrooms, cooked chicken, and a little bit more cheeses, okay? So there's really no right or wrong reason here to do it, but I'm just going to layer it. I think that makes the most sense. So just gonna layer all the fillings. Oh, there's a couple long stems on some of that spinach. I really don't want those in there, I don't think. So we'll just take this knife again. These knives, this is from the new knife block sitting back here. I absolutely love these. Incredibly sharp. So we'll just add that way. Then I'm gonna put in a layer of mushrooms, a layer of diced tomatoes, and then we're going to put in the rest of the cheeses. So these cutting mats, as you saw me bend, that's kind of a lifesaver too as you're making recipes. And maybe I want a little bit more fresh mozzarella. So I just bought a ball of fresh mozzarella. So we'll just pop that out and I'll just take another slice off of there. So if you don't cook with fresh mozzarella, it's really awesome. Awesome in salads, awesome on pizzas, things like this. And then I'm going to pull up my other crust, and I am going to now shape it and seal it. So it is like a calzone that you would order at an Italian restaurant. And you want to seal it either way. You can go like this, pull it up and roll it. That's a really common thing that you'll see when you're having calzones somewhere. So that's what I'll do for you guys. And then once you have it all tucked in here, I take a little bit of, I'm sorry, I popped out of my screen there. I take a little bit of melted butter and Italian seasoning and garlic, and I brush it over the top. And that way you just have a little bit of that salty, crispy top when you're baking it. And tonight, I'm actually, maybe I'll pick this up and move it with me, see if I can do that. I'm gonna walk it over here And I'm going to put this in our new deluxe air fryer and oven. Let's see if I can pop that down there. And I have both of them going because I'm going to do both pans, which makes sense. And they say they're hot, so that means they're ready to go. So I'm just going to open it up. And basically, if you have a pan that works, then it will take off and cook for you. So let's pop back over here now. And I have another chunk of dough sitting out here. So let's just roll this one out and do the other calzone, or at least start it for you. So just kind of stretch your dough with your hands. And you could have made your own homemade dough. You could do like I did, and I bought some from Trader Joe's. But just stretch it, a little bit of flour on the mat. And then I love the dough roller because it really just goes into an easy shape. And you can flip it over whenever you feel the need to. And basically, you want your pizza dough to kind of be at room temperature because otherwise it won't stretch and stay in the shape as well. It'll continue to bounce back. So as you can see, mine's now staying in the shape as I flipped it over and went. So that's what I would do. I think that's probably about far enough. So we'll take our other pan and we will pop the crust in. And then this one, I'm gonna make a spicy calzone. So I won't keep you on here to do the whole thing, but I'm gonna fill this one with pepperoni, jalapenos, Canadian bacon, sauce and cheeses. So kind of a spicy Italian filling on this one. So drop in the comments if you're a calzone lover. What kind do you get? I know Joe's Pizza here in town and in Jessup and other places, they make great calzones. So what kind of filling do you guys like to get, and do you ever make them at home? I guess that's what I'm curious about. So see you around.